I'm almost finished Long Way Home, the fourth series with Ewan McGregor and Charlie Borman. And it makes me think of this guy here. I'm stretching. Give him affection. So he was stretching back before to give me his paw. He knows I love him and I care about him, and I notice when he's happy or tired or wants to play. But I just did a vlog that talked about, this psychological and physical development of children that were caught in wars. And if they all end these wars and nobody pulls a trigger or builds any more weapons or puts the people that allowed this that long in charge anymore, that the kids will still have lost years of their psychological development. And it's the same thing with him, because I was starting him on becoming a Zen, the flurkinator, to start enjoying riding motorcycles with me. And if I had money, I would, arrange for a good setup for him with soundproofing and maybe do a little helmet thing. And Ewan McGregor at one point was showing a video of his dog with a helmet and goggles, a little dog. And, he's capable of this. He's capable of enjoying that adventure. And he's happy here because he was lost for months, where he probably went through some hard times. And he's been more affectionate with me in the last few weeks, so it took that long as we're approaching the 10-month that he's been back in my life. But because it's toxic here, and because people are toxic and don't give me opportunities to work or volunteer, we haven't been on adventures. So I haven't been able to empower him to maximize his physical and psychological development. And I feel guilty for that, and that's what real love is. I feel guilty for this animal friend of mine, a life partner, a family member, the only family I have really. And that, if you define family properly, and you associate it with what cats are capable of with their brain's programming, which is very different than ours, is I feel like I let him down. Like I've taken away, well, not years, unless you count cat years, of his life where he could have been empowered more. Now, he wouldn't have been empowered more by the average person with cats, but with me, he would have, if I had, let's say, access to just a little bit more income, let's say part-time work, and also didn't have problems to solve all the time, or people to worry about that are toxic in my surroundings here in the building and in Prince Rupert. So I feel bad, so I'd want to catch up. Like, I think he's pretty much healed from his trauma, but I still see he has signs of OCD, like he scratches when he doesn't necessarily need to scratch. He's done it for a long time when he had more infestations of fleas and things, so or of worms. So it will be hard for me to get him back to what his potential would be with me, because I empower everyone around me that aren't actively victimizing me at the time. So I feel like there's so much further ahead that he could have been if I had been me, but in a functioning world where I wasn't busy being victimized myself and protecting him from as much of it as I can. Now, this is not the same as parents who protect their kids from having feelings, because they worry about their kids having feelings they need for their psychological development, especially if these kids have the right mentors and guidance from responsible adults, which don't exist anymore. So, of course, you'll see the phenomenon where parents don't know how to guide their children through feelings that will, if processed properly and understood properly, will empower them. So they'll just kind of protect them and keep them sheltered, or, ask doctors to prescribe them drugs that are either marijuana related or cannabis related, or mental illness that are really what the parents actually empower in their kids. Mental illness is the victim type personality, because they believe that provides an armor when it doesn't, because they will still be victimized, they won't have the skill sets, and they'll be also victimizing others. So as a responsible life partner to a feline buddy, I'm still thinking he's capable of more. He wants to do more. He's proven it to me. And it's up to me to create opportunities for both of us to feel safe in doing those things.